Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about the turbos that I'll be installing on my N54 powered BMW. So here's the turbos I purchased. Let me get these covers taken off. Let's start with some of the specs. So about 1.75 inches in terms of the inner diameter. So as you can see, the inlet is about 2 inches. The compressor wheel is billet and it's a 17.5T. This whole turbo is based on the TD04L. So it's basically equivalent to the Pure Stage 2, but imagine you went for a better compressor wheel and you went for their option for the larger inlet, 2-inch inlet, which if you wanted to push over 600 wheel, from what I've read and seen, that is possible. I have an automatic car, so I'm not going to be pushing that far. So I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can take a look. So you will see the listing on eBay, but don't just assume that it's a Chinese turbo. Read the listing description to get a rundown. The seller is called Dynamic Autowerks, and they've been in the business for a long time. They've worked on Audis, etc. So this is a really cool alternative to Pure Stage 2 and under $1,500 right now. So just placing that there so you can read along with me. Brand new front and rear turbocharger, no core charge, brand new OEM wastegate actuators, new ultra high flow billet 17.5 compressor wheel with extended tip technology. Parts are first component balanced and then VSR balanced. This is the highest flowing TD04 turbine wheel available, 9-blade, free high performance large thrust assembly with dual oil port thrust washer, large 2-inch compressor cover inlet, no modification needed to install except for 2-inch inlets, billet wheel flapper valve with upgraded stainless steel rod, and it comes with a 3-year warranty. Another important note here. Please note, don't be fooled by sellers selling Chinese turbos. Beware that what they're selling is nothing remotely close to what we're selling. They're selling you 100% made Chinese turbo, TD03 turbo, with just a compressor wheel upgrade, which has little to no benefit. So that's what really intrigued me. Seems pretty cool. I needed a set of turbos because I'm getting the 30FF code on my car right now. So I'm using my vacuum tester just to close the wastegate door. So let me show that again with the camera zoomed in. So you get a nice tight seal. And then when you release, it opens up. That's what's happening when you're building boost in your car. Eventually, it gets so worn out in this axis, up and down, that it can't give a proper seal on the housing. And if the car is not seeing the boost target it's supposed to, you'll get a 30FF code. So if I had to give you guys a general rundown on when to expect to do turbos on an N54, what I would say is at around 120,000 miles, the seals will go, even if you're not tuned, and you'll start getting smoke in your exhaust out through here. And if you are tuned, aggressively tuned, you may get 60 to 80,000 miles out of your turbos. You may not necessarily go through a seal. You won't have smoke in your exhaust, but your wastegate will wear out to the point where there's too much play and you can't hit boost target. You'll start getting 30FF codes and you're chasing down a million different vacuum lines and stuff under the hood. For all you know, it's just worn out. But I have a tune and I was targeting 21 PSI and it can't hit that. And if it's too far off, I think if it's a couple PSI short of target, then you'll get the 30FF limp mode and you'll actually not even be able to get any boost back until you shut the car off. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm not smoking. My car has 192,000 miles on it. I think the turbos are getting close to 80,000 miles and about 60 of them were tuned and rather aggressively tuned, but I'm not smoking. So these are not Chinese turbos. You're getting a true TD04. You're getting an upgraded billet compressor wheel, like 10 or 15% more flow than pure stage 2 even. So you can make, if you really push these on a dyno jet, I could see you getting on 650 wheel. You know, I don't want to make any claims in case, you know, I don't want to set false expectations, but sub $1,500, a set of turbos that you could easily get into the 11s with, that's my goal. I'm fixing my 30FF error, but I am also upgrading and showing you guys what's possible. So you're going to be seeing an install video coming from me pretty soon, but let me show you my turbocharger install kit. I got all the O-rings. Water pump bolts. V-bands for your outlets. Downpipe V-bands. More O-rings. Downpipe gaskets that go right here. Exhaust gaskets that go to the rest of your exhaust from the downpipe. All new studs, copper nuts. These are the gaskets that go between the turbo and your engine head. And all new nuts, copper nuts to go on the studs. The company that built these has been in the business for a while, but I think they just got into this exact turbo, and it's kind of creating some buzz. I found a forum thread where people are discussing it, so I'm going to link that in the description. You know, I have an automatic car, so I'm going to be putting XHP stage 3 on the car, which bumps your line pressure up, I believe 11%, and lets you hold closer to 600 wheel horsepower. You know, I was on a dyno dynamics before. If I'm somewhere close to 500 wheel on a dyno dynamics, I'll be thrilled. You know, I don't really want to go to a dyno jet just because all it does is give you peak numbers. I want to really test the car, but we'll see. If you guys really want to see dyno jet numbers, maybe I'll do that. But I think this is pretty exciting for you N54 guys. Let's just say that you get such a sensation of torque down low that you almost wish it would hold a little bit more up high. So what I'm hoping for is these guys will give you a relatively stock feel in terms of torque and response, but they're going to shine when you get close to red line and you're not running out of power. I'm running on E60. I'm already full bolt on. I just got to get a set of 2-inch inlets, which are going to be sent to me shortly, and I'll be set to install these. With XHP stage 3, let's see how long my transmission really holds. It's been pretty rock solid so far. I've been maintaining it quite well. It already has 192,000 miles and shifts perfectly. Anyway, just a quick video discussing what's going on in my car. So if you want something that compares to pure stage 2, if you went for the 2-inch inlet and the upgraded compressor wheel, technically this will outperform a pure stage 2 from a US manufacturer that seems to be well rated. Here's another option for you guys. So hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm gonna have these on the car tuned and we'll be going to the track. All I really want is to run 11.9. That sounds crazy that I couldn't do that with my stock turbos, right? But I got a custom tune. I was running a 12.6 before. I got a custom tune via wedge tuning, which would have really probably gotten me in 11.9. But by the time I could have gone around to the track, I was getting the 30FF code. So you know what? I was kind of forced to do this. So thanks for watching. If this is your first video, consider subscribing for more content like this. I upload regularly.